Good Saturday, everybody. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. I'm gonna pull this a little closer today since I don't like the echo. There you go. Everything's shaking. Awesome. Thank you, JD. Hello, Stefan. I'm gonna scroll up and say hi to everybody. Give everybody else some time to come into the chat before I show you guys some of the little goodies that I've that have also arrived recently. So, hello Doodly Dawn. Hello Richard. Arthur, SSP Artistic, Beanie, JD, Ricketts, Stefan again, of course. Draw Tinsel, hello. Hello, Julio. Let's begin. Just a side note, so I don't forget. You know, I could spend all this time drawing and working on these pages, but it's not until you see the stuff that you've done printed where it feels so special and worth it, and all that effort, you know. Otherwise, it's just it feels like it's not real, you know, especially with comic books and how much work goes into making one of these. It's pretty insane how much goes into it. So having things physical, you know, in your hands, and as much as I love web comics and stuff, I think feeling these books and seeing these items is there's nothing like it. So that's why I still do what I do. I'm pretty addicted to it still. So aloha, Jason. Hello, SSP again, and Arthur. All right, you guys. So I'm actually going to be coloring on the Cintiq again, but last time when I was trying to show you the items, the camera kept focusing in and out, and you could barely see it, so it was kind of pointless. So I'm going to use this camera right here first, and then once I'm done going through some of the items, then I'm going to, you know, plug in my Wacom and hopefully nothing goes wrong. I've never done it that way before because my Mac Mini does not have an extra USB-C port, so I only have two, and it, you know, I need to upgrade my computer at some point, but we'll focus on this book first, and then we'll go from there. Guess that's why artists love Comp Day. Oh my God, Stefan, Comp Day is the coolest thing. Is when you get the envelope and you're ripping it open, you see it. Sometimes I'm disappointed with my own art though, to be honest with you, or the paper stock, depending on who prints the book. So I've been lucky that Aspen, for the most part, when I did books with them, they have some of the best paper, you know, printers and everything. And other companies, they you know, because of cost, they would probably just go with a cheaper paper stock. But yeah, I'm obsessed with paper stock, yeah, as you guys know. Hello, 88, and I keep doing this. I'll just say Martinez. Thank you so much for the super chat. What is your experience like using watercolors and markers for coloring? What are your personal pros and cons? Oh man, let's see. Well, while I talk about that with you, this is a perfect segue actually. So, you guys remember me working on this piece right here, and if you haven't, you could actually see it on one of the live streams. So this was done with the color inks that I used, the India inks, and so let's see. So this is my favorite, and this is what I prefer right now. So for coloring, because it looks almost like Copic markers, and so it's a good in between looking like marker and Copic marker. So this was my progression for what I prefer. When I started out, that was Copic markers, and I love that because I like how everything looks kind of, the gradations are really nice and smooth when you do marker. But I just didn't like how much it was costing me, and plus if I had to use Copic markers while I traveled, you can't really technically bring refills onto the plane because it's alcohol markers and it's explosive. So I learned that, you know, after a few years. And watercolors is awesome, but sometimes I don't know if I like the graininess and how wet the paper gets, and you know, you have to wait for it to dry. So this is a good happy medium. And yeah, even the outline is actually the ink, so you could do both things. The only drawback with using inks is it dries kind of fast. So if you want like a nice smooth transition between all of this, then you have to go kind of fast, or you have to add a certain amount of water so it doesn't like dry and it doesn't get all splotchy, you know, because that could happen too. So this is actually the, I showed this like 2 weeks ago, but I figured I'd show it to you guys again now that you could see it better probably. This is the 6x9 print, and I will be signing these and might stamp it. I'm not sure. Put a little, I don't know if I want all that. I'll probably just sign it, and I think that's good enough. So this is the first 6x9, and then here is the black and white 6x9 print. So these were this will also be available for the backer kit. You know, when you guys do the survey for add-ons, these will still be available. There's still some left, so these will also be available. Okay, and let me see. Let me show you guys the free items first. So these were the unlocks that were free for anybody who backed the campaign. So this is a magnet right here, and then we have Pocky sticker. So this is pretty awesome. He's wearing a Gundam helmet, of course, because I'm obsessed with that. So these two items are free. What else? We have the free bookmark with Pocky. He's about to scratch Don's eyes out at the Happy's fast food restaurant. So there's that. And believe it or not, this is my favorite thing out of all the free items. Is this? It's the Welcome to Shangri-La postcard. So you could kind of see down here is where our Sky Surfer Lounge arcade is at, and the back is like, you know, light blue. I'm obsessed with like stuff like that. So silly, but so these are the free items that everybody's getting that back to the Kickstarter. Let's see if I missed anything. I know how Claudia would react to this piece, but it's pink. Wait. Can't complain when you got to hang out with Sia. Oh, so sweet. What did, how's your day going? Oh, you guys are so sweet. It's been nice to hang out with you guys again. I feel like I was living in a cave for 2 weeks when I didn't get to, or is it like a week? A week since we've last live streamed. So, Stefan, she doesn't like pink. Yes, Snap makes good use of it. Thank you so much, JD. Hello, Mr. Docs. Thank you so much, Stefan, again. I know you guys want to visit Shangri-La. Me too. I'm kind of depressed, you know, like when you think you want to have like some world exist like Skyrim and it doesn't technically exist with dragons. What color, what paper is more adequate for those, ink, bristle, or watercolor? Maro asked what paper is adequate. I mean, bristle's good for these inks. Watercolor probably looks really cool, you know? I mean, I haven't really tried it on watercolor. At least I can't remember doing so. But yeah, I think watercolor would work too. But you have to also remember that it will probably dry quicker. So if you're not working fast enough, it might dry on you and it looks splotchy. But if you use bristle, I think it's smoother, so you get like that nice gradation. So, okay, let me move these aside so I can make room for the other stuff to show you. And there's a couple of adjustments I have to make for some of these items because the sizes were a little weird. But you guys have seen the Pocky and Gareth stickers set. And this just arrived this morning, actually. We've got the correct shaker keychain now. So this is the size I was going for. He's so freaking cute. So more Pocky stuff. And here is the sticker pack, you guys. So I'm going to order a slightly smaller size. I know it said it was a bigger size on the Kickstarter, but I didn't realize that the 4x33 was actually just the plastic and not including the, you know, the thing at the top. But if you already ordered it and you wanted the larger sizes, I think what I'm going to do is just include the larger sizes with the smaller ones that I'm going to get, just, you know, to order more of them. Because I ordered just enough for the people who ordered it during the Kickstarter. So for the add-ons, for the backer kit, it's going to be slightly smaller size. So let me show you what we have here. And so it's quite big. Let's do this. And after this, what do you think, Doodly Don? Do you like your stickers? So shout out to Doodly Don. Is it Lamp Splatter Doodly Don? On the moderator is the one that actually designed these stickers and the keychain. So these are awesome. Is it moving? So yeah, these will be smaller. These are quite big right now. And let's see here. So yeah, that's most of the items. So what we have left is we have to do the t-shirts, which when I send out the survey next week, you guys get to tell me what size t-shirts you want for yourself, and or the people who had ordered the t-shirts, and what name you want to use for the thank you page. And so you could use your YouTube screen name if you wanted to, just for privacy, or because you want me to know who you are in the book, because then I'm so used to the names here. And I think that's the only 2 questions, and then there's add-ons, of course, and then we have to figure out the shipping, because you guys already paid some of the shipping, so I wanted to make sure that everything was, like, you know, not gonna cost an arm and a leg for you guys. And I'll take a look at the taxes. I don't think I have to worry about the taxes at all, since I live in a state that doesn't have taxes, but there's just some technical things. So they sent me edits right now from BackerKit to go ahead and like fix a few things, not fix it, but just kind of make sure that everything is the way I want it to be. And then so hopefully by Monday, Tuesday, they'll approve it, and then I can send out the surveys for all this stuff. So let me turn on my Cintiq, and then I'll keep talking. Hopefully this goes smoothly. I'm going to unplug this camera right here. Okay, 1 second. Okay, there's that. 1 second. Put this one in. Please work. Okay, let's see. Is it working? Okay, 1 second, you guys. Huh, not showing up. Well, it won't even let me edit this. Device not connected or available. Let's try it one more time. I think it's just... Okay, let's just add a new thing. Capture. Display capture. Okay, let's try that. Let's create new. Okay. Whoa. Give me 2 seconds, you guys. Okay, I think that worked. And now, technology is overrated. It seems that way right now, Richard. Oh, snaps. Okay, let's lock this thing. Okay, it's locked. Is it locked? No, it's locked. Hide it. Okay. Anyhow, please don't break. Okay. I gotta move all this stuff to the screen again. File, open 27. Okay. All right, that wasn't horrible. Horrible waste of time. Okay, and what is this stuff right here? Oh my God. There it is. Because the cursor, oh my gosh, the whole thing fell apart, you guys. So usually this is like all on one screen, but since I unplugged it, I gotta do this manually. So there you go. And I'm seeing a bunch of cursors, so it's like confusing. Yeah, I wish I could do this stuff. Oh my God, are you serious? All of those things are on that side. I wish I could have done this thing. Oh my, okay. Animation cells, don't need it. History, sure. Well, now you get to see me do all this. Auto action X. Whoa, what happened? Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna move this closer and let's try to start right now. Okay. I think we got a hang of this. Search layer? No, what is that for? Okay. I just need a couple of these open. I don't need a whole lot of stuff. View, what the heck is that for? Okay, see, simple, 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 simple. Property, history, important. Go down here, and I want you guys to see the layers when I start adding a bunch of them. Okay. Okay, sure, this works. Whatevs. Am I all good? I think so. I think I'm okay now. Okay, let's get started. So, I already made this transparent background, and I'm gonna do screen tones right now. And I don't know if you guys remember this page from our live stream when we're joking about, like, you know, they're drinking at the Sky Surfer Lounge, and then all of a sudden Saint and Shin come out, and he's drunk and he's never been on a hoverboard before, so he clearly loses his food down here. And so when you see the captions, you're gonna see what I mean, or the sound effects. Oh, JD, you know what? I've been obsessed with watching the Artemis, like, you know, takeoff and landing, which was really cool to see it. I mean, so amazing. It's so inspiring, and I totally was inspired, and I was unrealistically happy for some reason. So, okay. So right now I didn't make the, what do you call it? The contrast as high as I would normally make it. I'll probably do it later, but this is just a good demo to show you guys. Cause see this border on the left-hand side, it's kind of gray still. So I'd have to clean that up in post or just do the lines over again. So without further ado, let me just start working. I didn't work all day, so my microphone's too close to my face. Okay, I think that works. Yeah, 8-8 Martinez. I totally did. And it was such an interesting idea. It's like, how can I tell the story and not like get too sidetracked, you know? And I feel like this is a good way to introduce the brothers. And basically, Saint is fish out of water because he was just in prison. So it's a good way to illustrate like how the world has changed in 10 years since he's been in there as a kid. So all right, let's start. So I mean, I could clean up a little bit of stuff here so you guys could kind of see, you know, how I do it. It's pretty I kind of do it manually, almost like I'm doing it on paper. Clean up some of these specs for now. There's going to be a bit to do here. So pages it's not 1 through 30, sorry, pages, oh, the last few pages, I don't remember what I told everybody. We're flatting up to page 30 right now, and hopefully by next week, all the pages will be ready to go for to finish coloring these last half of the book. So moving right on along, I already talked to Chris from Rupt Comics, and we're trying to arrange things so that I could fly over there and fulfill the book. And maybe next week, maybe next week I could show you guys the lettering process or the lettering script, and then how Josh is going to be lettering it, and then I'm going to be helping him, I think, just to speed things along. So that's the thing with having a small team and you're also doing a lot of the stuff yourself. I don't have to do this, but I'm kind of jumping between, I'm wearing different hats right now, where I have to get the art done, get the business stuff done, and then also the editing and overseeing that as well. So I think for the next book, or the next volume, the next couple issues, I'm probably gonna delegate some of these tasks early on so I don't have to do it. Like the lettering should be ready to go, the color flats should be ready to go, and some of the design stuff should be ready to go. And so right now I'm still trying to figure out if I'm going to be putting together the sketchbook myself or if I'm going to delegate it to Mark. I didn't tell him yet, but I'll ask. Maybe not Mark, but I have a couple of people that could help me put the sketchbook together, and the ash can, and laying out the final version of this book to be sent off to the printers. So I could probably get a designer to do that for me instead of me having to do that myself. Oops. Okay. Alrighty, so I'm gonna do screen tones on, I'm gonna put screen tones. So maybe, yeah. Hashtag outsourcing. Martinez, does the lettering process include adjusting the kerning? Yes, it includes everything. It includes the way that the word balloons are going to look, the outside of it, the placement of the bubbles and the word balloons, and then kerning and the stroke and everything that's involved with it. And the sound effects also will go to the letterist, who I've worked with on Lola and many other books. So it's kind of funny, like I feel like I'm utilizing everybody I used to work with at Aspen to help me out with this book and a couple of other people. So, and it's not realistic either to not give some of the work to other people, at least for just getting the book out and getting the hang of it. I'm kind of glad, I'm very glad that I got to learn this process, but I knew that it was going to be a lot of work. Works. Okay, so let me see here. I think I'll place the screen tones. I mean, we could do this right here, the top panel. In the background, perhaps. I've been working 12-hour days on this book, and it's not as hard as I thought it was going to be, because it's like if I'm not drawing, I'm not sure what else I'd do with my time besides the business stuff and maybe cleaning the place up and cooking. Really, I don't even play video games right now. So thank you so much, Stefan. Trust me, I'm so anxious. Like, there's so many moving parts that it's like by nature I'm very careful with things. Like, I didn't want to just rush through the process of sending out the surveys and all that, because the last thing I want to do is accidentally charge you guys for some weird tax or some shipping that I wasn't aware of. And there's so many items, and it's like, okay, next time I do this, I'm going to be more selective about what items to include, in case, just to streamline things, and to make sure you guys actually want these things, and maybe focus on getting the book to look the way I want it to. So I think so far so good. I'm happy with all the items I included, and it, like you said, Stefan, it's a great learning process. And even if I wasn't doing a Kickstarter, and let's just say I did my own publishing company, I feel like it's more beneficial to know all the little steps, so that when you're delegating, you know exactly what you're doing and talking about, instead of just like expecting people to do things and it doesn't align with what their job description is, basically. And since I've colored and inked and wrote my own stories for a bit here, it's a little easier. I think the business part of it has been the more challenging part for me. It's a lot of moving parts. So oh yeah, Stefan, that was the catalyst really for doing this book, was that conversation that we had at Hank's. It was so, like in 2018, I think it was, or 2019. Yeah, it was 2019. That was such a special moment that it changed everything. So here we are. Can you believe it? And not to sound morbid or anything, but I'm like, okay, I'm not getting any younger. If I don't do this now, I mean, when am I going to be able to do this book? And I want to finish the story. So it's like, I couldn't wait any longer, so. Hello, TR75. Would the initial setting of the lettering carry over to the translations, if any? Maybe. If we left it like, yeah, I think you could. If you lettered it in and you kept the type, type active, so it's still a font face, you could probably change it to like Japanese or something like that, or French or Spanish. I think that would be possible. Now the key is, like, how some countries read from right to left, is trying to figure out how to make it so it's not too overwhelming and confusing to people trying to read the book. So okay, let's add some fine details on the. Here's the thing is, I'm going to be coloring this too, so it's like, how much screen tones do I really need on the black and white edition? So okay, let's just use tighter screen tones. So the black and white edition is going to have the screen tones on it like this, so that it looks interesting. Let me see. I have the so many pages here. I guess it's not as easy to access as I thought it was. I was gonna show you guys how it looks with the screen tones, but I cannot find my sample pages. Hello, Echo. Happy weekend to you. Oh, my camera just died. Oh, you're not late at all. I barely got started. Hello, Vince is early. Early, but not early enough to see the goodies. Vince, you keep missing the goodies. You're gonna have to rewind. But Vince did help me out this week, this week I texted him and asked him for some feedback on some stuff, so. Oh, by the way, Vince, I'm probably gonna text him soon. I hope Frank is doing okay after surgery. I don't even know what kind of surgery he had, but my best wishes to him as well. Yeah, I'll probably text him though. think what's kind of cool about doing the screen tones before coloring is actually you could just kind of leave the screen tones in and it adds to the aesthetics of this page. Frank he has a torn bicep, so he got it surgically repaired. Oh, ouch. Oh, man. That's tough. Was he lifting boxes or was he playing football or baseball, softball? Probably all of those things, actually. I knew it. I knew he was like bowling or something. Something crazy. Something athletic. Maybe not the skin. Okay, so I kind of just do it like this, and then when you start flattening and adding the textures in that way, it's kind of cool. So it's kind of my own approach to it. It's not what you traditionally see with screen tones, but I use it more of as an accent than I do to create any kind of like light and shadow and, you know, gradation, because that's how they do it normally in books. But I'm breaking some rules here. Okay, so I think I'm gonna just today at least try to get through this panel and get it colored and everything. So let's start to add the flats in. So I think the base color for him will be Thank you so much, One Mighty R. Alrighty. Let's see if I could speed through this process right here. I'm not going to be super precise. I don't need to be. But goes by pretty quickly. I love this software so much. Okay, so, and just to save me some time, I'm just gonna put them on a separate layer for now. Echo, yes, it's a graphic novel. Well, I don't know. The first set of issues is actually 2 issues combined, so it's like 44 pages. So it's technically, I don't know if you want to call it a comic, because comics are generally about 24 pages, maybe 30 pages max, but this is 44, so it's right in between there. And I'm doing 2 issues at once for this one, just because there's so much story I want to cover that I didn't want to just release 24 pages. And as soon as this one's done, I gotta jump right into the next couple of issues, so there's no lag time in between. And then when we have 6 to 8 issues, then that's going to be collected as a trade, which we'll see how fast I can work and how streamlined I can make this process at this point. I might just resort to what I'm used to doing, all the work I've been doing for other people this past few years. So okay, so now that we've created what do you know, mask them out, or okay, so I'm gonna lock the transparency so that I could do his skin now, which is, since it's at night, I'm thinking it's not gonna be, you know, what you would assume. Let's see. It's gonna go towards the purplish, I guess. So one way to do it is like turn the transparency down to like 50% and then just get that color and then do it again. So right here. Okay, and then I turn it back to 100% and that should be the color I want. Yep, that's pretty good. See, this is the tedious part of coloring, believe it or not. Is it stabilized? Okay, cool. Interesting. I'm trying new things out that I haven't done before, but maybe not do that. Wait, I could use this as a reference layer, maybe? Okay, see what happens if I do that. Oh, it works! Magic! Okay. See, the problem with me is I'm not the cleanest when it comes to closing my inks out, so I'm taking a chance here, but at least that, you know, speeds up some of the process. See what happens if I do that. Okay, see, that's too big of a gap, so it's not gonna do it perfectly, but honestly, that wasn't how bad. It got me part of the way there, so. Just make it white, doesn't matter. Okay. Let's do that again and see if it works out. Not bad. Okay. I guess I'll just do it this way from now on. But still, my lines are so not clean. It's like magic. Oh, for sure. Hardcover collection, Stefan. Oh man, I'm working towards that. That's exactly what I want. That would make me so happy. That means I've done it, you know? Accomplished what I set out to do. Let's go with 50%. Whatever. G. Maybe 30%. Okay. Okay, it's pretty good. Let's move on to, oh, his hand. Oops. Okay, see, that didn't work. But, let's see. Now let's move on to Shin. Don't forget to save. Oh, thank you so much, Gencom. Hello, hello. Oh yeah, hey, since JD, that's funny. Since Vince is here, we'll get there, you guys. We will. Trust me. I'm gonna be a pain in the butt until that happens. Not that I need to be though. You know, we got a lot going on both sides of Aspen and moi, so I'm not in a hurry. Okay, so Shin. Okay, that looks pretty good. Lock the transparency, and let's try that magic again. See if it works. So if his skin is this color, I mean, it's probably gonna be pretty close. But I want it to be slightly different, so. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. You know, there's one thing I wish I could do, except obviously for copyright reasons, I can't. Trademark, or yeah, copyright strikes. It's having music on. And I guess I could have like royalty-free music, but then I have to pick stuff that maybe I don't like. So, because when I'm working, I always have music on or something. Well, but you know, maybe you guys are listening to music, so maybe just the sound of my ASMR with the Cintiq isn't bad. Oh, see, exactly, records. That's what I was thinking. But it doesn't sound as cool as like paper, right? I mean, I guess this is pretty close. What I could do is get like that paper texture for your Cintiq screen, you know, like they have for the iPad, and it would sound like paper, but honestly, it sounds like nails on a chalkboard sometimes. So, and it wears down your nib pretty quickly, so I think I'm good. I don't do this enough to be that focused on trying to get my Cintiq where I want it to. He got beat up pretty good in the scene right before this and two other scenes. Wait till you guys see what happens with Pocky and him. It's pretty funny. Good afternoon, Devastator Omega. Razor X sketch. Yeah, I could see that happening, daydreaming, because that's why I listen to lo-fi or something without singing. But recently, I think I could put his channel down. I found a couple of Japanese DJs who they remix like R&B and like Japanese R&B and trip hop and stuff, and in the background you can see Tokyo, and you could, you know, he's like up in a high rise, so you could see the scenery down below, and he's got a cat walking around. It's the coziest thing to like watch and listen to while I'm working, you know, in the afternoon, where I'm just kind of like chilling. But yeah, it's kind of, that's the kind of music I listen to, and it gets me off the edge too. It's like, because when I'm working, I get kind of a, you know, it's a little stressful to try to get everything done, and I have like these deadlines in my head. So yeah, I found that that's really relaxing, where it's not overly relaxing. You know, some of those playlists that you see on YouTube could be a little too fantasy like, you know, like you have like a lot of times it's just AI art, I think, that they create like those backgrounds and stuff. Yeah, Razor, I will put a link to his channel in the description when I'm done with this live stream. So, but I recommend it. I found a couple guys. One other guy was like, I guess, on the street in Tokyo on one of the sidewalks, and there's people, you know, like shopping district maybe, and he's just mixing music with his turntable. It's really cool. So I highly recommend doing that. I don't like this. I'll just do this instead. Okay, I think that's enough flatting for now, and I'm just going to go and start doing, so the next part of the process is the shadows. In fact, you know, in case I need these to be separated in 2 separate layers, again, I'm just going to duplicate these layers and then hide them. So maybe lock it too so I don't accidentally start. Okay. All right, I'm gonna add the shadow layer. So that's shadow, and then mask it so it's only on Shin or Saint. And then we could use the lasso tool, which I like doing, or the lasso fill tool. And usually shadows I do about 50, maybe 40%. Let's do 40%, see how it looks. And we'll go with purple. And you know, if you don't like the shade sometimes, or you know, you could just change it later if it's on a separate layer. So extreme, maybe 1534. Hello. How do you determine what color to use for the flats? Well, I like to use like a middle tone, so it's not too light, not too dark. And I know what so it's like a base color for their outfits or their skin, so it's usually the middle tone, and then I go up and down. When I'm doing shadows, it's going to be darker, and when you do lights, it's going to be lighter. So it's like a middle tone, I guess you could call it. Mid-tone. What is up, nerds? Takes one to know one, huh? Oh yeah, Martinez. I think I might have tried that, but I thought it was just, I mean, too quiet for me. But once in a while, I'll do that. You know what I like watching, but the videos aren't long enough, is cooking videos, and it makes me hungry the whole time. So probably not do that anymore, huh? I've been cooking every day for the past week or so, and what's going on here? Oh, I know what's going on here. Multiply. There we go. Not bad. I think I want a little bit more purple or gray for the shadow. Okay. Let's try it again. Michael Richardson, what is up? Thank you for checking in. It's not dark enough. Okay, more purple. I'm just gonna, okay, let's do 50%. But then I could always just do that 100% and just change the opacity of the layer, which is probably what I'll do. Just, yeah. Yep. And that also makes it so it's not going to get blotchy. It's not going to get blotchy when you're using brush opacity. It's just one consistent color. So, and I'm thinking maybe the lasso tool is too perfect. It looks cool when you're doing it with clothes, I guess, but I think I'm going to switch to the pen tool instead. G pen. There we go. And I feel like it makes me go faster. I know other people like using the lasso tool, and I do too, but I think this is probably better for the speed I'm going for. And take down a little bit. One mighty R. I'm not gonna lie though, I was craving cheeseburgers the other day, and I was like, I don't care if I have to go to fast food. It's not fast food, but it's kind of like that. But then I ended up buying my own hamburger buns and just making burgers at home. So quick smash burgers. All right, we're moving along here pretty fast. We're gonna give him bags, right, you guys? Because he's drunk. And oh, we should give him red cheeks. I don't want him to look too smashed because he's so innocent, at least right now. I mean, it probably only took him one beer to get drunk anyways, because, you know, he's a noob. We'll deal with that later. Okay. I think for his hair, I am going to turn the opacity down to, let's do 50, and save it. Okay, am I allowed to tell you guys what kind of pizza I like? Pineapple on my pizza? Am I? You're not going to hate me, right? You're not, no one's going to hate me? Before I say what I like, I want to know what you guys like. Are you a pineapple on pizza type of person? Just say yes or no. And we'll take a poll, and I'm not going to lie to you. And I'll tell you why, too. So, pineapple on pizza. Pro pineapple. I think we started a controversy, you guys. I should have done a poll, but I don't have access to my keyboard. I should have had a poll, pineapple on pizza, yes or no, and then have an actual poll. Seriously. I don't think my moderator could do that, can you? Do I have to do it myself? No, it's going to drown out all of the other actual questions you guys are asking because of the answers. Oh boy, here we go. I'm sorry, someone started, it wasn't me. That's a very specific answer and very thoughtful, Echo. I think I love that answer. You can do it on Discord, yeah. Someone can make a poll and I think I have to do it too. Dang it. Okay. That's awesome. You just opened a can of pineapples. What if someone just says, I like Hawaiian pizza? It just so happens to have pineapple on it. I mean, can you hate? Because that makes sense, right? As long as it doesn't have like bananas or something. Or coconut. Oh no. That doesn't sound very good. That's so deep, and then she loves warm apple like candy for her. Aw. Hey, I like I don't know. I mean, you couldn't have started with something less, you know. How about anchovies? But let me do the pineapple thing first. Okay, you know what? Actually, okay, anchovies on pizza. I mean, we're talking Ninja Turtles, right? I feel like we're going there. Yeah, anchovies can get kind of salty. Oh. Oh, I know. Richard Willis, that's so, yeah. I know, I'm hungry, you guys. See, I was contemplating getting a pizza for dinner today. I think I might do that. It's not gonna be pineapple pizza though. Okay, so my story is, before I say anything, one of my dad's first jobs was well, he was a delivery driver, I think, at one of the local pizza shops in Washington, and I've never had pizza before in my life, and he brought it home, and I was like maybe 8 years old or something. He brought two pizzas home. One was Canadian bacon, I think, or ham and mushroom, and the other one was pineapple pizza with Canadian bacon, and it was it was like soft dough. It was really, really good, at least when I was a kid. So ever since then, the combination my brother and I would always order whenever we ordered pizza was mushroom and ham on one, and then pineapple and ham on one. So needless to say, I do love pineapple on my pizza, but I am very specific. It has to be really tiny and not a whole lot. I just want a little bit. So yes, I do like pineapple on my pizza and mushroom on my pizza. But nowadays I'm a little fancier. Like, I like fancy pizza. Anything that's like the fancy pizza, thin crust. Is it the what do you call those? Brick oven. Yeah, brick oven. Pepperoni rules. Pepperoni is a good default. Yeah, you can. Oh, that would be awesome. Damn, I'm hungry. I had time to eat a little bit though before the live stream. I was kind of worried that I wasn't gonna get to eat, but I was able to do that. It's too light. Let's do a darker pencil. Oh man, you guys, I think we're all gonna be hungry, even if some of you have already eaten maybe and it's late. I'm fancy, Mike. Mighty R, I am super fancy. Brick oven, I like my pizza like fancy. With some mozzarella and basil and homemade sausages. So I'm hungry. My stomach is starting to growl. I just ate like maybe a couple hours ago and I'm already starving. My stomach is growling. Oh my god. You guys, we should stop talking about pizza now. It's crazy how that works. The advantage of coloring everything yourself, well, not everything, because I'm not flatting it, but the advantages of coloring and inking and penciling is I could jump around a little bit, whereas if I had to hand this off to someone else, like, and not see their colors again, I'd have to clean all this up right here ahead of time, which does take time. And I kind of like a little bit of grittiness with my pencils and inks, so it adds to it. Sometimes, you know, it could seem a little sterile, so it's kind of cool to have some of the what do you call it? It's pencil smudges, I guess. Oh, and anchovies. I like some anchovies on my Caesar salad, but not a whole lot. Because it is salty, like you guys said. Okay, enough about food. I'm starving. Artifacts, yes, JD, that's exactly what they are. I don't know if I could color any faster. I'll be right back, you guys. I seriously was not joking. I am so hungry right now. So I have a slice of mango, fresh mango. I want pizza really bad. Could someone order me a pizza and have it delivered? No kidding. It's probably the worst thing to eat when you're hungry is mangoes, because it's probably gonna make me digest my food faster. I might have to stream twice so I could go get some food. Okay. That's embarrassing. Sorry guys. Couldn't help myself. How about some ASMR with my mangoes? Well, normally I eat whenever I want, but I was in a rush to get everything set up today, and didn't eat as much as I thought I did. Yeah, I could cook. Why don't we do that? Cheeseburger pizza. Echo. If they do it right, I actually like it. I don't know if I want mustard on my cheeseburger pizza though. I don't know. Some people try doing that. Oh man, are we talking about food again? That mango isn't gonna hold me over. I could have made myself a tuna fish sandwich, but that's a lot of eating though. Just need to hold me over just a little bit longer. I wish I could. So Echo, this mango is kind of like not all the way green. It's like it's kind of orange and crunchy still, so it's got a lot of really good texture. Not completely green mangoes. That would be a little too much to eat. Wait a minute, what happened here? Oh, okay. I don't know, maybe I have to go to my friend's general manager at a restaurant and just they have cheeseburgers there, so maybe I do that. I can't believe I'm talking about food. Let's talk about art instead, you guys. Yeah, I might ask. Yeah, I might. No, I can't DoorDash. Because then I'd have to go pick it up and leave. So, I mean, go downstairs. That is. Because I think the lobby's front door is locked right now. So, okay, let's do. Oh, I'm using the dark pencil. I actually like how this looks. Density. Let's go with 50. See what this does. I'm good with that. I think I'm good with that. Oh, food is definitely art for sure. I had so many different cravings this week because I've been watching all these cooking videos. So I'd go from making like Thai food to Indian food to Italian food. So kind of all over the place. In fact, maybe I'll post some of the food I've been cooking on the Discord IRL. So. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start posting a bunch of pictures so you guys can post more pictures of your food as well. It's one of my passions. You know, my dad used to own a restaurant, and that was one of my first jobs. So naturally, he would be the one that, well, him and my mom, of course, taught me how to cook or criticize me when I was trying to figure it out, which was the best thing because my dad's pretty brutally honest, and it helped me out a lot. He helped me out with my art and my cooking skills. So. Oh yeah, I mean I love my dad's honesty. I mean at least I know what he's thinking. And I mean I got better as I feel like as an artist because of him too. I mean early on, and you know so he doesn't have a hard time just being blunt with me, which I appreciated. What color is this hoodie? Maybe black again. Placeholder color. Oh no, draw tinsel. I could. But we do have like 3 or 4 pages where they're at the burger joint, so yeah, there's plenty of food in my comic book. Plenty of food, but pizza would be fun to draw, honestly. I don't know if you guys ever got to see this, but I think National Geographic had a series of it was like a mini series, and James Cameron is the one talking and narrating it. It's a bunch of marine biologists and stuff going into the deep ocean and seeing some really cool fish down there, or underwater creatures, I should say. And they got to see the giant squid and Architeuthis, or giant squid and colossal squid, some of the coolest episodes. And then yesterday I watched one with the hammerhead. So not that it would matter right now, but if I ever had to draw Aspen again, or Fathom, I have some references now. Stefan, yes, I do. I don't really have to do it per se the way that I'm doing it now, because usually I kind of know where the spectrum of their colors, where it's going to be, because I have like a character sheet. But usually the characters, their base color is influenced by a lot of the light, so ambient lighting and stuff, where I don't have to save those colors. I know, I mean, there's certain colors that are very special that I do save, but then not often, because for example, he has white hair, but since it's in the dark, it's going to be a little more lean towards the cooler yellow, not yellow, purple or blue. So I don't have to do that, but yeah, if I was working on someone else's book, maybe to be safe, I would probably do that. Another way you could look at it is, if you did save the colors, you would just color them the same way every time, and then you would go in post production, I guess you could say, and just tweak the color hues, saturation, and contrast and stuff like that afterwards. There's that method. I just like doing it this way because I don't have to overthink it. But you know, at some point, maybe when I hand this off to someone else to do, maybe I will make sure that there's a color palette for them to choose from. So, Mighty R. Sometimes it does feel like Copics are magic. I think it's the amount of the hues that they use, like the colors, and also the ability to refill. It's a different, so it's slightly different. That's why it's more expensive, because you're buying one marker and you basically, as long as you have the refill, you're always going to have those colors. So, oh, you're welcome. That's a great question, Stefan. Peter, I think I've seen Peter's his color history or his swatches, and they're very specific. But since I'm, I don't know, not like Peter, I guess. I don't do that, but you could. There's more than one way to approach coloring. So, and I used to do it the way that you were saying as well, where I just saved all the colors to save myself time. But since I'm having fun with this, and it feels a lot like more spontaneous at times, makes it more interesting for me. And I think that's why I like doing art on paper and coloring on paper, because it's always going to be interesting, and like the challenge itself is what makes it fun for me, and less like a job, I guess. Okay, so I think I'm going to start adding some highlights, or maybe let's add gradation first and then we do highlights. Yeah. First, let's okay, so I'm gonna add a shade. I call it shade, even though it's technically just a gradient. Oh yeah, in fact, if we're talking about working on the same page and I want to make sure the colors are consistent, yeah, you could save it. But here's the funny thing is, let me see if I have a custom standard color set, and there's color history. So yeah, you could technically create a new, what do you call it? Swatch setting, so that it has only the new swatches, or let me see. It's a lot of work to do it that way. I don't want to start tinkering with this unless I know for sure I could do it. I like using color history here though, so. Extreme, maybe that's funny. Chewbacca. Hey, what's up, Harlan the goat? Chewbacca. I mean, I could see you name it. Yeah, it's kind of cute. I'm just gonna have something interesting color-wise. So bear with me. Maybe a little bit of blue. Sometimes I like just to add colors that you normally wouldn't expect somewhere, and then kind of tweak it a little bit. Like, especially because there's a lot of neon signs and stuff outside, so I could get away with having weird skin tones and all that stuff. All right, let's do this. Airbrush. Let's do multiply. I like that. Let's try. That works, sure. Okay, let me. Wait. What is that? Subtool. I see what happened there. Okay. I'm gonna give him pink cheeks or something like that. See if it shows up. Okay, that's not bad. We can make it like red and then just and then just delete it. But for now, you guys get to see how it looks. It's like extremely red. Okay, now we're gonna erase it. He got really drunk. I'm gonna save this. Okay, let's take some of this color off his cheeks. Have a great weekend, Michael Richardson. Thank you for hanging out with us. And about to go eat pineapple pizza. Oh no! I'm jealous. Hey, what's up, magical posters? Yes, I do. Remember you. Okay, let's go with Shin. Hello, Michael Zeray, 7684. Oops. Yeah, you probably did, Vince. I think maybe people asked when we're going to have Lola Volume 3 published as a graphic novel trade paperback. Oh, and you also missed the fact that my stomach started growling and I really wanted pizza. Really, really, really bad. So I had to have a slice of mango and it's not good enough for me. I'm starving again. Ni hao from Jean Bond Art. Good morning to you. Okay, so if you back to the Kickstarter, then yes, it will. I'm delivering worldwide, so magical posters. Okay, I think we're ready to do. Well, actually, let's do one more thing. Let's get to the face first, in case I can't handle not eating and I have to like leave a little sooner than I wanted to. Let's get to the pretty stuff first. Okay, shade. All right, let's do highlights, you guys. Well, no, Vince, seriously, we were talking about pineapple pizza. So the question to you is, are you a pineapple pizza kind of guy or no, Vince? It's a very important question. Yeah. If we're gonna be friends, you have to say what I hope you're gonna say. Oops. I don't want to say anything yet until Vince answers if he's a pineapple kind of guy. So. Well, technically, Vince and I are already friends, so even if he doesn't like pineapple on pizza, he's still stuck with me. Thank you so much, One Mighty R. Have a good day. So, or evening. Oh, I can't be your friend if I don't like pizza. You could be my friend. I'm just joking. But Vince, though, on the other hand, it's very specific to Vince. But when we're at Comic-Con, we would, one of the days we would have we would have pizza, and I think Frank and I are the only ones that really eat the pineapple pizza, which is awesome for us. Everybody else goes towards the works and pepperoni pizza. So yeah, I like being one of the only people that like pineapple on my pizza. Oh, that's horrible, Robbie. Oh, I'm sorry. Dang, that sucks. I hope you didn't spend a ton of money on that one. Oh, that's awesome. SSP Artistic. Congratulations on that. Oh, thank you so much for joining us again. Stay alert. Stay art. Stay art. And thank you as well, Matt, for I like ink washes. I wish I could have done it more, but it's kind of something I just kind of thought about with certain scenes, and since it's like a nighttime scene, I could get away with it, and then just add pretty lights later on, like, neon lights. I know, Johnny. Speaking, I don't want to talk about pizza anymore. I'm so hungry. You have no idea. I don't know if I can handle it anymore. Oh, I know, man. You know, Robbie, I've had a couple of these actually, the Epson workforces, and yeah, it sounds kind of loud and like it's old, but it still works pretty good. So I'm gonna hold on to it for a little longer. Okay, so I'm gonna do highlights for see. And okay, let's see here. I'm gonna be right back. I have to go find something else to eat, like a piece of bread or something, you guys. Oh my gosh. Oh no, it's so windy outside. So even when I have to go get dinner, I don't know if I could leave. It looks really windy. So this is like a half of the top of a hamburger bun. It's a brioche bun, so. ASMR like of me eating. I didn't realize how dangerous it would be to talk about food. I was like trying not to stuff myself before the live stream. I'm like, oh, I'll be fine. All we had to do is talk about pineapple pizza. I can't think straight. Magical posters I have not. I have not seen Bloodhound. This is so embarrassing. It's like, come on. How hard could it be to eat, right? It doesn't taste half bad. I am very, very hungry. I still don't think that's good enough, but it's okay. We got another 25 minutes. I don't want to ruin my dinner by eating just random food either, so I want to go get like a really good pizza. Not pineapple, but fancy brick oven pizza down the street. And so what I also like to do is like transparency and maybe make the outline of his eyebrows like a, because he has white eyebrows. Where's that? Yeah, it's too light. Okay, and then his hair is also going to be done that way as well. Okay, there it goes. Oh, it's so funny you say that, Echo. You know that in high school I used to eat Snickers all the time, right before PE class and stuff. So yeah, I used to do that. Wish I had a Snickers right now. I'm not myself when I'm hungry. So I need a Snickers. Thank you so much, Richard. Oh, thanks, SSP Artistic. I'm so used to hearing the sound of my own gear and equipment. It's not ASMR to me. I have to listen to someone else's ASMR. Okay, let's see. How far can we go with this? So the lighting is going to be coming from, because they're in the garage, so kind of from behind in a way. Okay, so the background's gonna be lighter. No, it's gonna be this way. Okay, so we're gonna have the light coming from that angle right here. Might as well do the background. Harlan the Goat. If you're asking me if I read any books, I mean, I picked up the Forefather. I think it's an Ashcan or just the preview issue, issue 0, but I haven't read it yet, and that's the last one that I got. I was trying to get hold of what was it? Skin Breakers, but I haven't found it yet. So I didn't pick it up at the convention in Orlando, so I have to get a hold of that book. So that's kind of what I'm hoping to read at some point. No, I don't know if I like that either. I think I'm gonna do my favorite thing. As you guys know, I love using the glow tool. I think I'll do that. Just add some glow to this. Oh. Oh, wait. Okay, see how this is gonna look. And what I'm gonna do is just add, just to kind of show you guys how I would add lighting to kind of make them pop more. And because there's the brightest light is coming from behind him, so I forgot what they're called. So, oh, thank you, JD. Skinbreaker. How many issues is Skinbreaker on already? Just curious. Before I get to it, it'd be nice to have some issues already to kind of just binge through it. Okay, so I'm gonna add glow, and so chin glow. Actually, wait a second. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Let's just make it a neutral color, and I'll just change it later. So, because I don't know if it's gonna be that hot. Okay. Sorry that it seems like it's the panel I'm working on is really small because I don't like to zoom in too closely when I'm trying to lay out, you know, the colors, and I only zoom in when I need to like clean up lines and stuff like that. Manga, it can be addicting. Oh, I know coloring is can be kind of hard, Rachel. And that's kind of why I'm having a not a hard time, but it's not as easy to find a full-on colorist as you would think. So, I mean, they're out there. I haven't tried that hard, but I thought maybe like off the top of my head, I could just get a colorist. But a lot of my friends who are colorists as well are already working on other books, so they're busy people. Oh, okay, that's weird. So I'm just putting in the rim lighting and then just erasing it so that it's not super harsh. And let's see. I see. I forgot what color I decided the arrow was gonna be. I think it was red. But let's just add that in there now just so I have it. So neon. maybe add a little bit of some of that bounce light from the neon sign. I'm thinking it's gonna be like a more of that color. Okay, sweet, not bad. Okay, I'm gonna do his nails now. Get his nails did right here. Just a little bit, not too much detail. So, let's see. Thank you so much, JD. Yeah, I know. I can't believe I got one panel done. Even though I'm starving. I'm gonna run so fast to the restaurant, you have no idea. This is a lot of fun. I like coloring. I forget how much fun it is. Because I've been so focused on trying to get everything else for the book done. I haven't really had the time to enjoy it, I guess. Where do I stand on long play videos? What are long play videos again? Thank you so much, Richard. Sometimes it does start, but sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes we do okay, and sometimes we could use a little bit of work. Face, 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 face. For video games, long play videos. I like I do like watching some long play videos for you know, playthroughs while I'm working. But I don't actually sit there and watch it. I just have it as background noise, and once in a while I look up and I get to see something cool. But yeah, I watch it sometimes. I don't have any specific streamers I like. I gravitate towards like certain games maybe that I want to see. Maybe I won't get to play, but would like to watch someone else play it every once in a while. So. I'll do the finer details later, but I think this is good for now. And what I would normally do once I get everything done is I go above the line art and I actually add another layer for the outline. So you know what, Stefan? That's a good idea. I think I would love to do a live for the sketch covers. So that's going to be interesting because I'm going to be going to Ohio to fulfill it. So I'm wondering if I should have a few copies of the sketch covers sent to me directly, and you know what, I should probably do that. So hopefully they could do that where they just send the sketch covers directly to me, and then the rest of the books we sent to Rups, and then we could do the live stream of the sketch covers here, and then I would bring them with me to Ohio to fulfill, and that would make perfect sense because then we could do all of that. Because I didn't think about that yet, but that's a good idea. So I could do that. Oh, and by the way, for the survey questions, if you got a sketch cover commission, it's going to have a section there for what characters you want and any specific details about them. So, yeah, I think I already have that down there, but just in case I don't, I'm going to have to double check to make sure that those questions are there for the people who got the original art tier. And I have a couple other things I have to clarify with BackerKit and maybe some feedback. I'll text some of my friends and ask them about certain things that I didn't offer ahead of time in the Kickstarter that I might be able to do now after the fact. So just working out little tiny details here and there. So. Oh, awesome. Yes, I'm going to do the live sketch covers. That'll be fun. It's going to be a lot more fun than me just coloring one panel. With the, well, this is fun, right? When I know exactly where all the buttons are and stuff. Okay, so I'm going to do let's do orange now. Okay, so I'm just going to put a placeholder outline in just so you guys can see what I mean. Oh, wrong brush though. Pen. No, it's too light. And you take a soft brush and you erase some of it so it's not so harsh. And so that's how I make things pop towards the end, so it's not so flat. I know it. I love it. I love doing these fine details. I try to like get through the hard parts first, you know, where doing the flats and the shading, but you kind of see the process, so it's not too bad, you know, in terms of how much time it takes. And since I'm so used to coloring, it's kind of second nature to me. Whereas if this was just a job that I took on just to do for my own book, like, you know, just so I could save money per se, then it would be a lot harder. But since this was my job early on, was being a colorist, it's not that hard for me. It's kind of like if I had a letter in my own book, yes, I could do it, but I'm not super confident that I could do it well enough and fast enough and whatever. So yeah, it's a lot different when it comes to coloring though. Alrighty, that was perfect timing. So I am starving to death, and that's not a bad thing. I'm excited to have this pizza, if I do get pizza or a cheeseburger or something. So awesome, you guys. Well, that was perfect timing, because I think I'm gonna die of starvation. That piece of hamburger bun and the little bit of mango was not gonna work. You know what I could have done, if it was, sounds kind of gross though, is I could have made a pizza by using the tomato paste I have in the fridge with the hamburger bun and the mango, and I could make like a really horrible version of a pineapple pizza. Oh, we don't want to experiment on this live stream like that, like with food, because then it would just gross you guys out and you'll never come back. So thank you so much, Stefan. Thank you guys for hanging out with me again. It was really exciting to show you guys some of the stuff that we got. And you know what? I think I'm gonna get the black and white edition printed first. Maybe have like them send me the sample, and then I could show you guys how it looks when it's all done. But I'll have to skip some pages so there's no spoilers. But you know, I'll roll things out as soon as I get them so that you guys, you know, can see the quality and everything. So later, nerd. All right, you guys, I'm gonna scroll up and say goodbye before my stomach starts really growling. And I think I'll see you guys next week. I'll figure out what I have planned for the book so that you can learn some new stuff. So, okay, let's see. I'm gonna say goodbye. Oh, wow. Okay, I missed a bunch of comments here. Sorry. Okay, let's just start right here. And if I didn't say your name, go ahead and say bye to me down below when I scroll down. So Magical Posters, Echo, I don't know if Echo already left, Extreme, maybe, Johnny Taz 4494, SSP Artistic, Richard, of course, Harlan the Goat, JD, Stormtrooper Julius Caesar, hello and goodbye. Black Tigress 247, Darth Uncle, sorry. Rachel, 88 Martinez, Stefan again, just in case, Arthur, Devastator Omega, Robbie. Now I really want to get myself like some filet mignon or some really expensive steak and just be like, I earned it. No, I didn't. I cannot eat a steak. I only eat steak when John's around because he's the steak guy, and I just I just take little bites from his food. But he'll be back in a couple weeks. Not that it matters, but he does make a lot of noise when he comes back, so he's still in Hawaii. He gets to enjoy all that crazy rain they have. So It's what happens when he travels without me. Pineapple pizza. I don't, you know what's funny? I don't think anybody has pineapple pizza around here except for the pizza parlor, which I'd have to order a whole entire pizza. I don't need a whole pizza. Richard, that's funny. Pineapple steak. Ugh, you guys. Okay, so I guess I will see you guys next weekend, hopefully. I will enjoy the food and think about you guys. Maybe take pictures of it and put it on the Discord. So if you haven't already joined the Discord, please join and you get to see pictures of my pizza. And everybody else's food if you want. Oh man, pineapple pizza. Well, I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to find pineapple pizza somehow. Or just get like a pizza and then get pineapple chunks and put it on. Ooh, that one. I don't like it when the pineapple is overly fresh and they didn't actually cook it at all. So it feels like they just put it on after the fact and it doesn't go with the cheese and all that. It's so specific. Anyways, all right, you guys. Well, I will see you guys next week. And thanks for hanging out with me again. Bye.